What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk with Justin. Today, we're going to be talking about the NBA and NHL playoffs thus far. Today is May 12th. The finals for both are typically mid-June. They start towards the very end of the month. So, I think it's a good time to we're about halfway through each playoff bracket, but we're going to take a real quick look of what we got right and wrong so far, especially in the NBA. I had Thunder over Suns right. I had them in 5, but they swept, so I got that right. I had Rockets beating the Lakers, but the Lakers won 4-2. I had the Nuggets beating the Timberwolves in 6. Obviously, this bracket's gonna be very, very wrong because I had the Nuggets winning it all in the NBA. Clearly, really wrong. And I'm kind of glad I'm wrong because I don't like Denver teams. But as of right now, guys, if you're asking me, I want the Minnesota Timberwolves to win the NBA Finals. They've always been kind of a team I liked. Their run last year was fun to watch, and hopefully they win it this year. But again, I don't really care. The Hornets they lost in the play-in, so I don't care. Um, San Antonio Spurs, I got that right in 5. Magic, I got that wrong, but I thought it would be the Hornets. So there's that. And Pistons took 7 games, so almost right there. Cavaliers, I got right. Knicks, I got right. And I had Celtics wrong. Celtics were up like 3-1, and then 76ers went on a win streak, took that. And then here's the second round so far. But if we take a look at the actual bracket, like I said, we had Thunder in 4, Lakers in 4, or excuse me, 6. We had Timberwolves in 6, Spurs in 5. Over here, we had 76ers in 7, Knicks in 6, Cavs in 7, which I knew that would be a close series. And then we had Pistons in 7. Second round, Pistons and Cavs are tied 2-2. I think let's go Cavs. I'm going to say the Cavs win that one, and then the Knicks swept the 76ers. I watched game 4 of that Sunday. Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Meanwhile, the West side, the Thunder won. They swept the Lakers 4-0. You have to wonder if that was LeBron's last year in the NBA. We'll have to see. And then the Timberwolves and Spurs are tied 2-2, waiting to play the Thunder. If you ask me how I think the rest of this is going to go, I think the Timberwolves will beat the Spurs, but then they'll lose to the Thunder. And I think the Pistons will find a way, and they will lose to the Knicks. The finals will be Thunder, Knicks, and then the Thunder get the win, maybe. I'm not really a huge Knicks guy. Don't like the Pistons at all. Don't know much about the Cavs. Thunder, I think they flopped their way too much, even though they're 8-0 so far in the postseason. Timberwolves I really like, so I hope the Timberwolves win, but I really don't care because the Hornets aren't in. But please comment down below who you think is going to win the NBA Finals. And then here is a updated look of the NHL 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. In the western side of things, we had the Avalanche sweeping the Kings 4-0. We had the Wild beating the Stars 4-2, which that one I was definitely surprised about. I thought the Stars would put up a better fight. Then you have Vegas beating Mammoth 4-2. You have Edmonton losing to the Ducks. I was very surprised on that one. I thought the Oilers would give a better effort. McDavid needs to leave there. Then in the second round, you have right now the Avalanche is up 3-1 over the Wild. And then the Knights and Ducks are tied 2 apiece. And on the eastern side of things, you have the Sabres beating the Bruins 4-2. I thought the Bruins would put up a better fight. They weren't a powerhouse, but I thought they'd at least make it to round 2. And then the Canadiens beat the Lightning in 7. That was one of the more electric series of the playoffs so far, 4-3. You have the Carolina Hurricanes sweeping the Ottawa Senators 4-0. And then you had the Flyers beating the Penguins 4-2 in a series that was pretty much ruled by domination. And then in the second round, right now, you have Montreal up 2-1 over the Sabres. I think Montreal will win, but we will see. And then you had the Carolina Hurricanes sweep the Philadelphia Flyers 4-0 that last game with a overtime goal. And I want to shout out one player on the Carolina Hurricanes. A lot of them are playing well, but how about Logan Stankoven? He's been amazing for the Carolina Hurricanes so far this postseason. So how I think the rest of this is going to shake out here. Obviously, I'm a Carolina Hurricanes fan. Can't really argue against that. I'm going to want them to win. I hope they win. I think they will win. This is our year. I've said it for a while now. We are going to beat the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup playoffs in 6 games. I am very excited for this. I'm going to be wearing a championship shirt and hoodie in mid-June when it comes in the mail. And I'm very excited. Hopefully the Carolina Hurricanes, we can get this done and win the cup. This is our year. Go Canes. All right, with the NFL schedule coming out this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, there is a list on NFL.com that says top 10 games that we are anticipating for the 2026 NFL season. I'm just going to talk about a couple Panthers games that I'm really excited for. One of them being Panthers and Vikings. I am actively trying to go to this game, but there is also a chance that I go to Panthers and Browns. So one of those two away games and potentially Panthers and Packers. Expect me to make a video of being in either Green Bay, in Minnesota, or Cleveland. Comment down below actually what game you would want to see me go to. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already for that video. And then I'm also going to go to a Panthers home game. But the number one game on their list is the Rams and the Seahawks, which I 100% could agree. These two played 3 games last year, and they were all electric. One of them even decided one of the team's season, so it was awesome. Chiefs and Bills, always a matchup. We'll have to see how this one goes. Number 3, Packers and Bears. I'm honestly not as excited as everybody else would be for this game. It's still going to be a really good game. No, we're not getting into that conversation. Buffalo Bills and New England. Don't get me started on the Steelers right now, okay? Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots. This will definitely be a good game, although I do think the Patriots will have a down year, but we will see. Niners and Rams. That's a very, very good game. I think the 49ers are going to be a very fun team to watch this year, especially with the addition of Mike Evans. I know this is in Australia. I think it's on a Friday. I don't know what date the 11th is, or what day I mean, but a 16-hour flight. Wow. I don't like the fact that the NFL is making the 49ers play a divisional home game 16 hours away, but no, I am 100% not excited for these two. Are you kidding me? Chiefs and Seahawks, they're glazing the Chiefs a bit here. They're going to be the Chiefs, though. It is a revenge game a little bit, intra-conference. So it will be exciting to see. Kenneth Walker against his old team. Ravens and Bengals, that is a good one. Every time these two play, it's always fireworks. And then finally, you have the Super Bowl matchup between the Patriots and the Seahawks. So we'll have to see how exciting some of these games are. A couple of them I think are okay, and some of them are going to be really, really good. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Comment down below a couple things. Who you think is going to win the NBA Finals? Who's going to win the NHL Stanley Cup? It's going to be the Hurricanes. And then comment down below what away game you want to see me go to for the Panthers. You want to see Cleveland? You want to see Green Bay? Or do you want to see Minnesota? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Like this video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy.